Hi guys, so what I wanted to do with you today is I wanted to share with you a little bit of a house tour. I have been being asked questions with regards to where we live and what our house is like, so I thought I'd do you a little tour. Come along with me. So the first room I want to show you is the smallest room in the house, which is the kitchen. So we'll start this side. So over here we have our little egg house. We got this from the Iceland warehouse. It can fit 12 eggs inside there, which is really good. You can mount it on the wall, which is probably what we're going to do. I've got a couple of bags for life on top here because we're going to go and grab some bits and pieces later. In this bag, so I got this from Morrison's. I think it was only like £3. It's a reusable bag. I keep our potatoes in there because we like to eat fresh on Slimming World, and they managed to keep them fresh for us. Obviously we've got a wall mounted cling film, aluminium foil or tin foil, and kitchen towel. I use loads of kitchen towel. Then up here we've got our steamer, sandwich maker, mixer, food processor and slow cooker. And up there behind is the cake board that was for our bottom tier for our wedding cake, so I wanted to keep that as a little bit of a memento. We've got our spice rack here. We do have more spices because again on Slimming World you use a lot of your own spices and cook from scratch. Then we've got our saucepans along there. In that tub is like Paul's bits and pieces, things he just needs on a daily basis. He cycles to work, that's why it's got the WD-40 for bikes in there. Ancient Orange, that's the name of my friend's band. Check them out on YouTube, they are brilliant. And then we've just got some cables and stuff like that for the cameras, charging the cameras and everything. This is an absolute bargain if you're trying to lose weight but you don't want to compromise on your roast potatoes and your chips. That is ace. We got it from Wilkinson's and it is an air fryer. Absolute bargain, that one. I'll leave a link to it in the box below. Then we have our knife set. A very sad looking fruit and veg bowl, I must say, but it is payday tonight, so hence why it's a little depleted. I keep the board up there because the sun shines in quite strongly and it can make our fruit go off really quick. So I put that board up there just to offer a little bit of shade to it. This is the best purchase that we got last year. This is a Bosch Tassimo Fidelia. It's absolutely brilliant because in the back is, I think it's just over a litre, maybe 1.25 litres worth of, or it might even be 2 litres, you know, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, it's got a really big storage capacity because my other half would lose patience with these ½ litre ones that you can make 2 cups and then you have to refill it. So that was an absolute bargain. We got it just after Christmas last year, I believe, and it was something like £40. It was 75% off. Anyway, absolute bargain there. We've got our gas hob and our electric oven with the extractor fan up the top. Then we've got our kettle with our tea, coffee and sugar. As you can see, sweetener on the top because we're on Slimming World, so sweetener is better. My drink there. Then we have our kettle. We used to have the matching kettle and toaster, but we had to replace the kettle because Paul is a coffee fiend and drinks so much coffee that we basically, all the purple faded from where I cleaned it. So we've got the toaster with not a matching kettle. That in the corner is my bouquet and a bridesmaid's bouquet from our wedding. I have dried them and I'm not sure what crafty thing I'm going to do with them, but I'm going to do something with them, so that's why that's there. Our squash, so I have summer fruit squash, Paul has orange squash, so that's why we've got 2 flavours. My gloves there, I do like to have my gloves out there drying. Our sink, then we've got up here, we've got our microwavers inside there, that is our larder with our dishwasher and the bin. Obviously not much interest in the bin. So yeah, it's a small little room. This is why we really do struggle when we're trying to do our cooking videos for you. That's a view into our garden. Because it is quite a small room, as you can see. And this is the door that leads out to it. So there you go. On to the next room. So this is the dining room. So that is the door to the kitchen. So sorry, got washing there. Washing doesn't stop just because I'm vlogging. So yeah, basically I will show you this way. So we have a corner unit here. Just got a couple of bears that Paul's bought me before. That strawberry teapot was from my mum. Then we've got a Yankee Candle base shade there next to the most recent picture going with my parents to Cornwall just after our wedding. We've got a butter dish there and one of our earliest photos. We got this done in Weymouth. It's one of those sketch ones. So it's the 9th of July 2008. We had that done, as you can see down on the bottom there. So that's really cute. Okay, then those are the back doors that go to the garden. So along the top of this unit we have all of Paul's cups. Now Paul collects cups, but at the top are all of his grandchildren ones up to there where that join is, and then these are just other ones that he's collected. Then on this side we've got his Lilliput Lanes on the first 2 shelves. Then we've got my Me to You bears, and then we have all of the Land's End's pictures that we've had taken while we've been together. Now that we're married, we're actually going to do that every single year because we had to miss a couple of years, and obviously this is just my sleeve for my laptop. Underneath I have my Yankee Candle cupboard in there, so that's where my candles are. Then we've just got, those are the trophies that Paul's car has won. You can see a picture of the car in the background. In that box, that Peter Rabbit box, is a brush, a comb and a mirror that were bought for me when I was a baby, when I was just born. That is a plate that was made the day I was born from my granddad. It's got my birth time and my birth weight on the back of it. We've got just a couple of Vespa items there. A Dawlish plate, because we absolutely love Dawlish. A little bell that came from Dartmouth. And then we've got an egg cup again from when I was little. And then that one was from London. We've been given that from my sister. In there we have one of our special baubles, which I will show you. We've got a picture of the Portland Lighthouse, which we had done. That is the picture that went on the front of me and Paul's wedding invitations. Then we've got 2 of his pocket watches and an I Love You poem that Paul bought for me one time when we were in Cornwall. I've got my little heart that was given to me from my Auntie Janice and my Uncle Gary. Oh, these are our Slimming World weight loss goals. So Paul wants to lose a stone, which he's already lost, and I want to lose a stone and a half. I've lost a stone and a pound so far, so only £6 left before Christmas. Then we have up here Paul's money pots, DVDs and some collectible bears that Paul has bought me while we've been together. And this is a little frog bean bag that my brother bought for Paul for Christmas. We've got to fill this up. This has got a picture of my sister on her wedding day. I was a bridesmaid in there. Got some other photos behind here. She bought me these matching frames as well. So that's a picture of us on Faith's wedding day. My sister's a smoker, and we were waiting for our granddad in the car park, which is a whole other story. But it was raining, but she still wanted a cigarette. So that's me in a raincoat holding her dress while she has a cigarette. And then that is me and my sister, probably from 2005 or 2006. When we used to live together, or it might even be later than that. So yeah, so that's those. Got a picture of our grandchildren there, but I'm not going to go into detail with them because obviously they're children. Our Slimming World book. So every week, if you've not been to Slimming World, you take this book with you. So that's that. This is a shell that we bought when we were in Bulgaria. So yeah, so we have that. And that is also, let me take you back here, where we bought this picture. That is old Nesabar, so we got that on that trip as well. As you would probably expect, guys, my Harry Potter books. I'm a very, very big Harry Potter fan, so they are my Harry Potter books. We got this is like a little Spitfire when we went to the Spitfire Museum near Dover, so we did that. Then we've got our printer. Paul's got a couple of his car books down here, just mixed books. Yeah, different books. Then we've got some cooking books there. And then we've got all of our Slimming World magazines. So if you're a Slimming World member, the worst thing that you can do is get bored with your food. So buy the magazines in group, they're only £1.95. And you get inspirational stories in there. You get recipes in there. I'll show you actually. So yeah, so it'll give you ideas. So if we open this, so it tells you about fry lights, all the different flavours, because obviously they're free. You get some recipes like pink and whites, they're good, only 2.5 cents each. So you've got lots of different things, people's stories, why they decided to lose weight. Yeah, just really handy little fake out feast if you like a takeaway there. Okay, and then obviously this is where we keep our tripods. Okay. The other item we have in the dining room is our bureau. So this used to be my mum's actually, and then she got a new one. Not a new one, a new old one. And so now we have it. So we've got these boxes when we first got together. So Paul keeps bits and pieces like USB cards and things like that. This is a Glade spray. I'm into my fragrances if you haven't got that by now. This was one of the hurricane vases that we had at our wedding. We actually do need to get another one because I had two and one got smashed basically. So that it was only from Homebase for £10, but still we do need to get another one. And then our clock there, that is our savings card for our Christmas hamper. I'll tell you about another time if you're interested. Let me know in the comments below. There's our fish tank. We've got the lights off at the moment, only because if I turn the lights on now, they will think it's feeding time and they will go crazy, and it is not feeding time. So we've got guppies, mollies, bristlenose plecos, and common plecos in there. So that's a dual tank. This is basically a shoe cupboard. Well, we're using it as a shoe cupboard because there is not a lot of storage in this house at all. So I've got my handbag on there, and some bits for Christmas. This lamp is always out here, and then I've got, oh sorry, that's hand wash to go upstairs in one of the bathrooms, and this we bought for Christmas. Paul bought it for me, so I'm going to make a little display somewhere with that. Under here is actually the post box that we had for our wedding. We keep our coats on it because again there is nowhere to keep things in this house. So that was what we had as our wedding post box. We are thinking of using it ordinarily, but it's just figuring out where we can put it, all of those things. So yeah, so that was our wedding post box. Absolute bargain. I got it on eBay for £40. Absolute bargain for that one. This is a sofa bed for when guests come out. We've got this that was given to us. It's one of those cushions from one of our friends at Slimming World, which is really cute, so I like to keep that there. We've got our coffee table, which we keep to the side because Paul will put his coffee on the windowsill as he sits in the corner over there, and I will sit this side. So we've got a candle, again, love candles. Paul's got his skincare here because if he starts at 4 o'clock in the morning, he doesn't want to be waking me up. Paul's laptop with Paul's DSLR camera. Oh, for the Disney fans out there, I am actually looking at doing rough itineraries for our Disney honeymoon, so that's what I'm working on there. Then you've got my laptop with my charger and my phone. So this is just our corner sofa. And then, hello, Megan and Chelsea on the TV if you're wondering. So this mirror was actually our table plan mirror. Sorry, I still got the coats in my hand, obviously, because I haven't put that back on. So this was our table plan. I specifically wanted a mirror that we could have in our home. So that's what the aim of that was. That is the curtains that go to the outside. So obviously we've got our TV on the stand here. That's Vinny, one of my dogs. Hello, Vinny. Bless him, he's quite cute and cuddly. Then yeah, basically we have a couple of things that we need to get rid of here. So we've got some lights from Halfords that don't fit Paul's bike. I bought a black charcoal mask for £1 and some Biore strips, which are there. Then we've got our front door, which is here, and then this is our little hallway, which is there. Here is let me come back. Here is a clock. Now, it used to be my granddad's, and it was handed down from my granddad to my mum, and then now Paul and I have it. So we really love it because there's a bit of history and it's been in all of the houses. So yeah, this is our hallway. Another thing that I wanted to show you, earlier I spoke about Paul's car. So that is Paul's Pride and Joy. And this is a photograph of a jellyfish that my mum took. Thought I'd share that to you. So through this door we have our downstairs toilet, what you would expect, a loo, and the sink. Over here, this is where I keep I've got hand cream, I have hand lotion, hand sanitizer, and of course hand soap, because I know some people have a preference as to whether they want to use a hand sanitizer or a soap, so that's there. The reason we have toothbrushes in there is because sometimes I will start earlier than Paul, or Paul will start earlier than me. So we've both got a toothbrush and toothpaste down here so that we don't have to wake up the other. This is a statue that Paul bought the first Christmas that we were together. I've got my Yankee Candle burner, one of them, I've got two of these, in here. Of course Febreze, everybody knows why. Then this vase and the flowers that were on it, they were from our wedding. So we actually had these flowers around the gazebo and on the top table, and we also had that vase on the top table. Then over here we have this wreath that my mum made for my wedding, so again that's another piece from the wedding. Reed diffuser down there. We also keep our wellies in here because obviously when you've got two dogs you do walk them in the winter. You get really muddy, so we don't want that coming all the way through the house, so that is why they are there. And I also have a butterfly picture up there. Now that's Alfie. Hello Alfie. Hello pretty boy. So that's another one of our dogs. He likes to sleep on the stairs, as you can see. Okay, I wanted to show you going up the stairs. So for our wedding, as our table, instead of table numbers, we had table names, and this is what these were. I do have a video I part did, but I haven't actually uploaded it for you. So each one of these pictures were our table names, but I wanted them for this purpose, for them to go up the hallway, because we are big Disney fans, perhaps me slightly more than Paul. So these are Thomas Kinkade pictures or prints. So this is the Tangled one. I'm going to angle it this way so you can see because of the light. Then, excuse me Alfie. Okay, you stay there and I'll go around you. Okay, so then we have Peter Pan. Oh, hang on, going over the dog. Then we have Aladdin. Then we have Lady and the Tramp. If you notice, they alternate in grey and silver frames. That was deliberate. My favourite one is the Beauty and the Beast one. I would really, really, really like an actual picture of Thomas Kinkade, but we will have to see what happens with that. Then we have Bambi here. Then we have Cinderella, Princess and the Frog, and finally Little Mermaid. I wanted to show you this just because it is so cute. Our two cats, there's a boy on the right hand side and a girl on the left hand side. They really, really love each other. They curl up like this all the time, or she'll be on top of him or him on top of her, and they're just really cute together, like they're a little couple. This is the upstairs family bathroom. Orchids, so in case you don't know, orchids, they actually sleep in the winter. So we have a couple of orchids on the top two tiers and some over here on this windowsill. Obviously the basics, shampoo, we've got two dogs, so we've got dog shampoo on there. Bubble bath. This is really, really good actually. I did do it on one of my haul videos and it's actually really nice smelling and leaves your skin super soft. At the moment I'm using Tresemme Salon Smooth, so that's my my shampoo and conditioner. Obviously a bath. I wish it was really deep. It's not a deep bath, it's a standard bath, which is okay, but I just wish we had a deeper one. Then here obviously we've got the window that goes out into, well, looks out over the garden. We've got a yucca plant and 2 more orchids on the left and 1 on the right. Then we have our cabinet, and then we have a shelf, so I just keep a candle. Again, here's a theme. This is from Party Light. If you've never had Party Light before, it is really, really good. And that is a 3-wick one. Lasts quite well. Burns quicker than Yankee candles, which is good if you don't have a lot of time. L'Oreal Fine Flowers Gel, Mango Body Whip, sorry. Much lighter than a body lotion, but with the same sort of effects. We really like the Imperial Leather Softening Antibacterial Wash. This one is Cherry Blossom and Vanilla. Obviously a little thing there. Then we've got our hallway, which I just showed you. So when you come out of the bathroom, you come to the spare bedroom. Now in the spare bedroom is all the Christmas stuff at the moment, because that is the very next thing that I need to do. So we've got, you probably can't see, over in the corner we've got Prosecco and things like that that we given for our wedding. We've got a double bed here. Then we've got our bedside tables, the Just Fab order, which is another video that I've got coming up for you. In here is my wedding dress. You look out onto the garden with our fish pond, which is just there. So yeah, so at the moment it just looks like a Christmas storage place. Yeah. Okay, then we have our airing cupboard there. You've all seen an airing cupboard. We come into here. As you can see, Alfie is on the Disney Princess bed, so we keep that at the end of the bed so that they can sleep on that, or they can, Vinny usually sleeps under the bed. So you can see we've got 2 bedside tables with 2 fans. Paul has all sorts of car related things on his side, and then that's his ensuite, which I will show you in a second. So we've got a double bed. Then on my side, I've got my fan. I don't use it in the winter, I'll change that out shortly, my phone's on charge. My other Yankee candle thing, which I told you that I had a matching one, which matches the one that's downstairs. A Yankee Candle Home Inspiration, which is Simply Sweet Pea, which is a great spring fragrance. Then we have my dressing table here. Basically you've got brushes and everything over on this side. In the middle you've got hair care to the right, perfumes and deodorants and a toner. Then you've got my skincare. So at the moment I'm using the L'Oreal. So I've got the serum, the day and the night cream and the eye cream. I always swap them around so that whichever one I'm going to use is on the top. So that's where the night cream is on the top. My number 7 mirror, that's there. That is Paul's chest of drawers, which is here with the TV. Behind that curtain goes to next door neighbour's house, which is why I have kept that closed. On there, then these are all different. So that stack is different sort of makeup and beauty products, and all these boxes down here are from the wedding and Christmas presents that we've got for people already. And then we've got my glossy boxes, which I have to decant and put into those stack drawers. Okay, so this is the bathroom that we call Paul's bathroom. So it's got his shavers, his Swarfiga, because obviously he does a lot of cars. Obviously you've got the cabinet there, full-size shower. Obviously I do use the shower as well, but we just call it Paul's bathroom. That's it basically. That is the tour of my house. Just as it is normally. Like I said, it is a project. We are looking at doing different things to it, making it a bit more home, but obviously the wedding was our focus for the past couple of years, and with Paul having a heart attack, we didn't have a lot of 2 heart attacks, we didn't have a lot of money to deal with everything at once. So yeah, so it's an ongoing project, as we like to say. So yeah, so thanks for watching guys, speak to you soon, bye.